Yo, 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 everybody, this is Narcoleptic Cheetah, and we're in another episode of Factorio. I think this is episode number 10. Man, that's a lot of stuff. So, what we're going to do today is kind of set up the next part, which is the automatic stuff. You can see off to my left all the stuff that I'm creating in my inventory, and that is just a crazy, crazy stuff. Amount of things that I have to create. So I want to just kind of quickly get this set up. I'll figure out power and all that crap later. But I think I'm going to start it right here, kind of parallel to these guys. I just think that makes the most sense for crafting. Right now, I don't totally know if I should go like that or put them right next to each other. Let's look at what we got to do. We've got to have things that create a lot of different stuff. That's the first part. So let's go with some of the basics. The basics that we need to create are like pipes, and we need to create, I think pipes are just iron. Yeah, so, and then those are, wow, those are 10 pipes? Jeez. One of the other things I need to do is copper cable and these gears for sure. So copper cable, gears, it's getting dark, dang it. So that's, like, I would basically just do something like this, right? But we're not going to have one per. So, like, this isn't going to be copper cable, then that's gears, and then this is something else, and that's something else, and that's something else. These are probably all going to be copper, because where we're going to do this is we're kind of going to work backwards from these guys. Those are my most important things, and then I'm going to like create a surplus of other things. It sounds weird, but I think it'll work. So, like, we're going to need these guys. So, like, just for this, for the red stuff, we need copper plates, which we'll have coming in, and then we'll have iron gears. So that's pretty easy. So let's go to the next one. Transport belt and an inserter. So we'll need for every one of those, and we'll probably need like 3 or 4. So let's take this back. So, like, pretend, we don't have to pretend, we'll just say this one is this, right? So we'll need to be making, just for this one, we'll have 2 factories. This one will be on the belts, and this one will be on the inserters, right? And so you can see the inserters require iron plates, iron gear wheels, and electronic circuits, okay? So, and this one's iron plates and gear wheels. So, for the next bit, we would have the gear wheels. So, right? So that one takes gear wheel and iron plates. So we already have iron plates from our smeltery over that way. But then, and this will be the iron wheel. Okay, so, I didn't make that the iron wheel. So we'll pretend, because this is not how it's going to be set up, but I just kind of wanted to show you real quick, like, how complex this can get. So, where is the iron wheel? There it is. So, iron wheel. So we're going to create that. Now that's iron plates, so that's the end of that thing. Right? Yes. So, we're also going to do iron. So, iron wheels. 2 iron wheels for just, and now, keep in mind, this is for 1 green solution, dude. Right? Hello, phone. Okay. So, now, this is green solution. So this is that. So iron plate gears. So this guy is, this half is done. This guy also needs electronic circuits. So we would have another one of these here for electronic circuits. And those cost copper cable and iron plates. So we will need one more for that. So this would be, wait, right? Yep. So we need this one to do that, and wait, am I reading this right? Yes, we need the wheels and the electronic circuits. Oh, so this one actually doesn't go there. This one goes here, and this one would be, oh, not there, jeez. It would go like here, and this one would be copper wire, right? So that is just to make one green thing. Now, I'm not going to organize it like this because I would like all my copper wheels to be in one place, and I would like all of my electronic circuits to be in one place, and I want all of my copper cables to be in one place. But this is a good representation of exactly what the heck I'm going to need. So we're going to do this stuff, and I think what I'm going to also do is I'm going to create these little robots. These guys, not yet. Actually, we'll probably have to have something that makes the robots. Oh, will we? Yeah, we'll have to, because we need something that makes the engines of something that makes the things. So, but the robots kind of fly around and they can deliver stuff other places. But I'm going to start with those vials and then just kind of build out from there. But you can see this is already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes. And I mean, I've got a load on the way. Don't get me wrong, I have like 100 on the way. Speaking of which, I should probably make something that builds these stupid things, right? That actually should probably be the first thing I do, because that way my inventory is not always looking like this, basically. So let's look at it. Assembling machine. I'm just going to create the rest of them. I need iron plates. I need iron wheels. I need the electronic circuits, and then I need another regular assembling machine, which is another electronic circuit, another gear wheel. Oh my goodness. So actually, rather than make the green stuff at first, we're going to sit here, we're going to look at this from this side of things, like, okay, I need to start off with this. I need to make that, right? The iron plates we'll have coming in, so that's fine. So, that goes there. And so that takes iron plates. We need gear wheels for this. So we're going to go here and go a gear wheel, right? And what else did it needed? Like several different things. So this needs 1, 2, 3, 4 things, but just 3 factories. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this one's making the wheels. This one's going to make the electronic circuits. And this one is going to make the assembly machines. Now this one takes more iron. But I don't need to make the iron plates, right? So this takes the gear wheels and the electronic circuits, right? And then this one takes copper wire, so we're going to need another one there. So this is copper wire. Okay, so that's that thing done completely. Yes. This one takes more copper wire, so the one above it will be copper wire. and this one's done. So just to make these assembling machines, like, you can see that it's going to take a lot of stuff, right? And some of these are duplicates, but I want them to be duplicates. So that's copper wire, but this one is also copper wire. So you kind of see where I'm going with this. I do believe I'm going to have to make some kind of weird Excel sheet or something where I can just tell how much of each thing I'm going to need. So this is the way this looks right now. Of course, I have no power, so that's not going to help anything. But anyway, so I'll have like all the things that create the copper wires, and they'll send stuff off. We'll pretend for a second. Rotate. There we go. So they'll send stuff off. Oh, I didn't separate by those by enough. Anyway, they'll send stuff off, and they'll have not these chests actually. They'll have, let's see, storage chest, long-term storage for the logistic. I think this guy. So it'll be a passive provider. What does this guy look like? Never mind. So anyway, it'll be one of the, here, I'll represent it with this guy. So not right. So it'll be right there. And then like robots will fly to it to provide other machines with other things, which is pretty good. This thing is going to rely on robots. I don't know how else I'm going to do this. And then like these things will pump out to another chest, and the robots will just use the chests to provide each of these things with their appropriate stuff. Speaking of which, we're going to have some of these things making robots. I do not believe, yeah, I'm still on filter inserters at the moment. So like I'm going to need a whole nother set of these guys to create the robots. The robots are here, and the logistic robots take 2 advanced circuits and a flying robot frame. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's see, flying robot frame and 2 advanced circuits. Let's see here. There's the flying robot frame. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So 1 steel plate, which is going to be made over at the furnace smeltery thing. 2 batteries. 3. Basically batteries, electronic circuits, and engine units. That's not easy. So then we'll need more copper cable. And this one actually takes copper cable and electronic circuits, so like it just kind of builds on itself. Anyway, I kind of want to show you guys this. If I build an Excel sheet, I might show you that. And I know this is a lot of explaining, but I kind of wanted to tell you what I'm up to before I get up to it. Like I said, these guys are going to be really important. But I'm going to need some kind of organization to figure out just what I need. And like the numbers of copper cables that I'll need, and the electronic circuits, and the inserters, and all that stuff. And since this thing is going to run on robots and these assembling machines, I'm going to actually need the robots and the assembly machines first, and then kind of build out from there. And actually, I might need the robots first, to be honest. Because the robots are going to provide the materials to the assembly machines so they can build more robots, which is going to provide more materials so I can build like assembly machines and all this stuff. And yes, this will be faster because you can see just how, like, this is 1 step at a time. It's just taking forever to build all this stuff. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more, and I might be in an Excel document. Alright, see ya. Okay, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update. We're in Excel rather than the game. I spent the last 24 hours or so making this thing. Just for reference, I basically took every single thing, and it's what it's called is here. What it takes to build it is here. These bases, I just didn't want this in the ultimate drop-down list because we're already making that stuff. So I don't need like an assembly plant to make that stuff. Yeah, but so all this stuff, this thing takes what's in the drop-down list from this list and then lists it here, and then like over in this column it gets really weird. Like this is referencing this cell, this one's that cell. This one is actually referencing the E1, and the next one is referencing F1, and then it's drops down one, and it never references an iron plate, which is why these don't pop up here. And that it goes here, and then this condenses that list, and it tells me how many times iron gear wheel appears in this list. Now, see, I have an iron gear wheel here and one here, so it says it comes up twice. And then this wasn't a test run, but basically, okay, Alexis, get out of here. Hold on, I actually gotta close that window. Let me close Discord really quickly. Okay. So then, actually that test run didn't work. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. Basically, again, you got 2 iron gear wheels, so that works. So we go over here, and this is where our drop-down list is. And so we can pick anything out of this list, and it'll tell us that we need 2 assembly machines for iron gear wheel, we need 1 assembly machine for a fast transport belt, and we need 1 transport belt, just a regular assembly machine. So that is kind of how this works. It is insanely slow. Like if I go, the highest tier one that I know of is like the science pack ones. So like this high tech one, this is like ages away, but if we go, you can see it, like it freezes because it's got to constantly reference itself in that tables worksheet I showed you guys. So in this one, it's referencing itself quite a lot, and you can see they're all spaced out. It actually goes down to like 20,000. So these rows are insane. But then it just generates this list where we need, 2 assembly plants for an advanced circuit, 1 for battery. We actually wouldn't need the chemical plants. We would need 5 chemical plants, but we don't need the assembly machines to make those chemical plants. We would need 16 assembly plants for copper cables. That's insane. 13 of those, 13 more for electronic circuits, 9 more for the iron gear wheels. Now we wouldn't need the oil refineries. I didn't suss that stuff out, but it's pretty much so. Like sulfuric acid, sulfur, that wouldn't be needed. Plastic bars aren't made that way. I think the batteries might even be made that way. Anyway, so like in water, like you just gotta pump the water. So I just wanted to show you guys this. It's kind of amazing. Like I said, it took me about 24 hours to make, but I kind of like it. My ultimate goal was to actually have multiple of these drop downs so I could just see like the total number of everything. The problem is, like I said, each one of these takes like 20,000 different cells on this list, and that is nutter butters, so I'm not doing that. And when I first did it, it was like 100,000. And it was so slow that it took like 4 minutes each time I changed this thing. So the fact that this thing takes like 5-10 seconds to update, not that bad. Anyway, so I just want to show you guys this. We're actually going to jump back into the game. where I can use this to kind of start building our network of assembly machines. Alright, I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, and we're back in the game. So I almost tried to use like Adobe stuff. So, like I said, we're going to kind of set up over here, I think. I want to kind of like allow like entire rows for at least the iron gears and the copper cables. I just feel like we're going to have loads and loads of those. Given that each one is... Oh yeah, I also made loads of things. So, like I could... Let's see. I'm curious about like... How much does 50 look like? So, where that's 10... Just how much could I fit on a line? Not that I will. I'm just curious. Like on a line that's like this long, I can fit... Jeez, it takes so long to run. Let's see, I could fit approximately... Alright. Dang it. I think that was 40. So that's 40 machines. I think that'll be enough for copper gears. Keeping in mind that one of the things was like 16. That should still be enough. So... Just kind of wanted to get a gist for like how long that length is. That was weird phrasing on my part. Yeah, so we're gonna pick up all of these, and I guess like let's see if I'm doing this. Alright, let's zoom in because that's making me a little bit nuts. Get that out of here. So, like, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3 or something like that to start with. And then, alright, so what do we need to actually make? Like, I made what I felt like was a lot of assembly machines. It's 150... No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, so that's 209, like 212 assembly machines. That should be enough. So I guess technically I don't need to make an assembly machine to make assembly machines right now. That takes out the first thing that we needed to do. The second thing I kind of wanted to look at was... Actually, you know what? Rails. Let's see. We need to think about trains. Trains is the next big thing that we need to do. So, I'm actually off screen, looking at that sheet I was just looking at. I'm looking for, okay, straight rails. It's going to take it half a second. And wait for it. Wow, it actually appears that my voice is barely registering. I might have to mess with that. Anyway, so we just need 2, and 1 is an iron stick. Okay, so let's like plan this out a bit. This will be that. I'm gonna just space them out by that plus 1, so that plus 1 and plus 1. Okay, so like that. So this will be like copper gears. This will be like iron wheels, and then we can get like into other type things. Actually, this could be like electrical circuits. So let's space them apart again. And maybe this is random stuff. So like iron sticks sounds pretty good. And I'm also going to need 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Nope, that's wrong. So that and that. Okay. So then we're going to need straight rails as well. Wow, this is going to be really complicated. I might have to move stuff pretty often. Like I said, I know that this is going to be, what did I say? The iron gears? I don't know, something like that. It's going to be the gears. This one is going to be the cables. And this one's going to be like electronic circuits. All of those are pretty common things. And then this one I said was going to be like this one, sorry, is going to be the straight rails, I think. And you can see here I need stone, a steel plate, and iron stick for that, but the only other machine I need for that is for the iron sticks, so we're going to make an iron stick here. And if I hit Alt, oh yes, it does show me like what each thing is making. That is amazing. I might keep that up for a while. Actually, other way around. Can I do iron stick here? Yeah. So iron stick and straight rail. Okay. So then this one needs that stuff. Oh, this is so confusing. Okay. There are tutorials on this thing. Yeah, here we go. I really want to know how to use these logistic rope systems, and what I will probably do is run through this thing and then update you guys on what I need to do. So I will do this, and I'll be back in just a minute. So this is actually how I learned about trains and all this stuff. A logistics system is actually, is comprised of roboports, logistic chests, and logistic robots. A logistic system can be used to perform tasks such as automatically supplying the player with requested items and taking away unwanted items. So build a roboport. Alright, I'll run you through this. So we're going to run it right there. And then it's going to say each roboport has two areas in which it operates. The flashing's annoying. The orange area, is the logistic range of 50 by 50. The area in which the logistic robots and logistic chests will operate. The green area is the construction range, 110 by 110. The area in which construction robots will ever operate. So every time I create one of these, this is where the logistic robots will go. Now I wonder if they're assigned. Anyway, we'll keep going. Build a second roboport in range of the first. When the two roboports are within range of each other, it will be shown by the dashed connecting line. Okay, so we're just gonna build it like. Oh, okay. So it's just saying that they are connected. I'm assuming yes. Okay, that's what I really. Why can't I? Oh. All right, let me run up here. Okay, I just want to get it perfectly in line. It doesn't have any power. So then... Oh, gee, God, come on. That's only one... That's probably the one thing I don't like the most about this game, is that you have to be perfectly... Or you have to be close to it in order to build it. Alright, there, and I'm actually going to run around the other side of this thing. And there. Perfect. So, when the logistic area of two roboports are touching or overlapping, they will connect and create a single logistic network. That's actually my question. I was like, okay. This is shown by the dashed line between two connected roboports. The two roboports will share the construction and logistical area, and robots from both will operate in the whole network. Okay, so you can place logistic robots using the left mouse button while holding a logistic robot in your cursor. Okay, grab it, and you can place logistic. I can place them anywhere? Bam, placed it. The logistic robot will now travel to the closest roboport, charge its internal battery, and dock at the roboport. It will then be available to fulfill logistic tasks. Alright, continue. Build a logistic provider chest in the... Okay, so just... I'm gonna build it right here. Ta-da. Place 100 belts into the chest, so open it up. Shift-click that in there. The logistic provider chest is now providing its inventory to the logistics system. Logistic robots can take items from provider chests, but cannot put items into them. That's kind of strange, but okay. I guess that's so you can still use the other stuff. Okay, so continue. Set a personal logistic request for transport belt. Open the GUI, press E. Alright, so, oh, so I get to choose from anything? Whoa, all the stuff I did not include earlier. Okay, so, this, and it says I want 100. So this guy's gonna fly over. I'm gonna run away! Run away! Okay, so then it's taking this to me. Let me run towards it to make it do its thing. How many just do? Oh, it did 100. There was only 100 there. I'm really confused. When you are inside a logistic area, the logistics system will try to fulfill your logistic requests from logistic chests in the network. The system will always try to keep the number of items in your inventory at or above the requested amount. Dude, there's nothing in here anymore, I don't think. Dude. Okay, so I'm... Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so let me... At or above? That's super weird, like, what? Okay. Add more logistics robots so that you can insert the robots directly into the roboport or place them in... Okay, so then this... Oh, I need to get closer to it. Place them into the system, and then, oh my god. And now they're all just... use the right mouse button on the request slot to clear the request. Oh, okay, so that's just if I want it at that moment in time. Okay, build a logistic storage chest in the logistic area. Okay, so we're gonna go here. I'm just kind of like testing things out. Okay, the storage chest provides its inventory space to the logistic network. The major difference between the storage and provider chests is that the robots can also deliver items to storage chests. Okay. The logistic robots will also prioritize taking items from storage before provider chests. Oh, that's interesting. So this is a storage chest. Is that robots can also deliver items to storage chests. Okay. That's super weird. Put the stone into your logistic trash slots. Okay, so... The logistics robots will now move the items from your trash inventory to the logistic storage system. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay. So cool. Can I actually click on these? Okay, and then finish. Sweet! So that's actually pretty informative. So it looks like we really want the yellow ones, I think, the storage system, because those are like prioritized, and it looks like anybody can place into them and take from them. I don't know why you would use a provider chest, other than that I think they're cheaper. Let's consult the thing. Let's see here. Oh, where are these guys? All right, let me see what page they're on. They are on. Dude, I'm like taxing my poor little computer here. I'm going to probably shut off in a second. Let's see, where are these guys? They are. Where are the robots? The robots are on this page. Yeah, they're on the first page. Okay, they're at the same page, and they're actually below the stuff. So, okay, so let's go a storage chest, and I will... Dude, I've been rendering stuff for other episodes, so I think it's starting to tax my poor computer, which is kind of amazing because this thing's a beast. Anyway, so wow, no wonder. Okay, so if I hover over this thing, storage chest, it requires 3 electronic circuits, an advanced circuit, and a steel chest. So, like, if I go into this, like, a steel chest is just steel plates. So an advanced circuit, I think the advanced circuit is what's causing all the nastiness. So, advanced circuit is the copper cables, so it needs at least one for that, and I think this one also needs a copper cable. So I need, wow, it says 5 copper cables. Really? Dude, don't tell me my sheet is wrong after spending an entire day on it. That would suck. So, I don't know. Why is it saying... So, electronic circuit is 1. I didn't put numbers into it, so it's just electronic circuit, advanced circuit, and a steel chest. Right? Oh, I know what it's saying. Okay. And then, like it's saying, I also need a chemical plant for it. So if I wanted to build a chemical plant, oh man, I would need another one. And then it's also saying I would need an oil refinery, which is probably another one. That's 2 more. And then there's 2 there, so that's 4, and then that's 5. Okay, so, but I don't need assembly plants to make those things. Oh, I'm gonna have to rethink the thing for the thing. Actually, that's kind of a good thing. But anyway, all right. So I think that's gonna do us for the day. So we learned about, what did we learn about? We learned about logistics systems. We learned how we're gonna set up our system, and we learned how to apparently build an effective sheet. I think what I might do, yeah, I'm just probably going to update the system. Jeez Louise, and my poor computer. I'll see you guys next episode. So if you liked it, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.